welcome back into the Sarcastic Geek. Pleasure to have you aboard, and boy, has it been a crazy season 2 thus far. I know we're only one episode in, but things are about just as chaotic as it is for me behind the scenes. Amazon don't play, so if y'all see things moving around, well, you know everything happens after the minute marker, and well, they're a bit intensive as far as they're going about things. I thought big YouTubers were just complaining because there's more eyeballs on their product. No, it's equal opportunity, so for that, I respect them. But look, last week we had a fantastic episode. Charlie, unfortunately, has now, fortunately, she figured out how Tell works. Unfortunately, she has no way of proving it. Heaven's gone into full lockdown, so the odds of her being able to get any information out, not good. Because people are going to want proof. This is hell. They want concrete information. And, well, Vox is also running a smear campaign. I don't know why I pronounce it like Vox, like it's some kind of weird thing. But no, Vox has definitely stepped in as a formidable Season 2 villain. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens when him and Alistair finally reconnect for their own time. But again, Season 2's titled for Episode 2 is Storyteller. I've rambled enough, as always. Like, share, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff that actually, if you don't mention it, it's proven that it does better. But again, at this point, I think my brain's just fried, so I have to say it. Sorry, folks. Let's get in and engage for episode 2 of season 2, titled Storytelling.
This is quite the warm welcome.
Whoever put my boy in chains, first and foremost, jail. Secondly, not really a heavenly welcome. Bright pearly gates full of perfection. No, my boy's in chains. We've done wrong. We have sinned. All of you, hell, retroactively and futuristically belong. Right then and there. No one touches Penchus like this. I'm upset about this.
What if hell wants vengeance on us now?
Will the Morning Star return?
What was it? I go.
Hell should want vengeance on you. You guys have been nothing but pricks. So, to be honest, hell, better than heaven. Right here, right now. Hell, while it was bullying Penchus, it didn't put our boy in chains. And let's remove those chains and let our boy go. Because right now, Emily's the only one spitting any kind of facts. I'm sure Sarah's going to have some kind of psychological breakdown, which I won't care at all about until she frees Penchus. Or she starts believing in redemption because it's right there.
You told us souls were decided, that nothing could change that. We trusted your word that this could never happen.
It can't. You, demon, how did you get here?
You literally saw him ascend into your living room. It's like literally just... It'd be like not believing in spirits and then one just apparates in your living room and be like, well, I have no choice now but to believe. It's here. I can see it. I don't want it. Is it going to pay rent? Is it going to eat the cheese in my fridge at 2 a.m. that I'm entitled to? I have questions. But at the end of the day, Penchus is solid, undeniable proof. Redemption works. Charlie was right. And yes, I'm letting back on some of the Charlie hate here because not only was our girl right, she believed when no one else did, including myself, and she was right. So I was very wrong. I may be sarcastic, but unable to admit when I'm wrong. Not one of my unfortunate lack of skills. Even though, according to one viewer, I still deserve to go to hell for even talking smack about her. It's a fictional universe, everyone. Let's just chill.
This demon filth is not to be trusted. He and his kind should all be dead, and I will make that happen.
I mean, if you're good at your job, Luke, they would be dead. Unfortunately, you suck and you got bodied by a building, because as much as I want to give Vaggie credit, she didn't really beat you. You just kind of got really, really too overconfident, and then a building fell on you. Not a lot of big wins there, but at the same time, if you and Adam were actually good, well, there wouldn't be an uprising, first and foremost, and secondly, hell would be gone. But you suck, and Sir Penchus is the best. So, hashtag suck it.
Can I cut in? Hi, hello. Abel here, son of Adam, rest in peace. As much as I'd like to honor my dearly departed dad, I really just wanted to say...
Shut up, Abel. Adam didn't even fucking like you.
That's going to change the lore a bit if you look at, the book that they're super loosely interpretation. Again, Abel was definitely favored by God. Cain, on the other hand, well, first sinner, first killer, good for him, and it was family blood, so that's always extra great. People love it when you know, keep it in that context. So I'm super interested to learn about him because he seems a lot like a fence rider, but his voice sounds oddly familiar. Like I spent most of the 2000s listening to him somehow, but I can't place it right now. I'll do an IMDb search later and figure out who the heck is playing Abel.
I don't, I'm not much of a storyteller, you know, and I don't,
See, they said the episode name. They said the episode name. But again, who in the almighty hell is this? Is this God? Am I seeing God? Is God a bird? What is with this show and birds? Does Vivian just have a thing for birds? Is that where we're going with this? Or is this like heavenly allegory somehow? I need answers.
Miss, who are you?
I'm known as the Speaker of God.
Oh,
The Speaker of God? Well, that's quite a title. Don't know how you got that position. Clearly, you outrank Sarah, so she can shut up and free our boy, as she should have from the beginning. And it looks like we're going to get some kind of Pentious backstory, so I'm betting he's going to be one handsome devil, but I wonder what got him to hell initially. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't seem entirely bad, but kind of like inaction seems to be his issue. Up until, you know, the big day.
I was once an inventor in London. I was a hermit of sorts. I didn't go out or socialize. I didn't have friends.
You and me both, Sir Pentious. You and me both. Also, I will say their big distinction is that is one handsome boy. Good for him. He's definitely got a nice aesthetic to him. I like the way they draw not only London, but him. I think it's good for the character, and it's nice that they kept a lot of his human characteristics and brought it into hell. Albeit, I don't know where we got the snake part from. Interested to see like what he did that was snake-like.
I was watching a woman wandering past my workshop, and then I saw. And I did nothing.
So this is where we're gonna get the whole Jack the Ripper allegory. I was wondering why people were flooding my DMs saying like, "Hey, watch out for Jack the Ripper." I know that's what we're going for, mid-century, well, late mid-century, 1800 London. Not sure timeline-wise if that works or not. I'm not like a huge Jack the Ripper fan, so you'll have to forgive me for that. But again, YouTuber, no one assumes I'm like a fountain of infinite knowledge. But this could have also been a powerful demon, because I mean that bird-like features on the face. I know I've seen it in the promotional stuff pertaining to Hell of a Boss, and I know I probably should have seen it in reverse order, seen Hell of a Boss, and then came back to this. But at the end of the day, I don't think that person's identity will ever be revealed. But at the same time, we've seen that his sin is not only peeping, because AO, but also, and more importantly, not acting. He was redeemed because he acted to save those he cared about the second time. That's what redemption is all about. You fail first at whatever it is crime you committed, well, sin you committed, and then in the next life, you're able to do the exact opposite action. Inaction was his problem. Action was how he redeemed himself. Very simple concept. Good for him.
I had to do something. This time, I would do something.
He was redeemed.
Obviously, you freaking nincompoop. You literally saw him ascend into your little main office room. How in the world did he get there? You're assuming hell was powerful enough to just carve a hole to get him, just one person, directly up to you? What kind of act of war would that be? A stupid one. Just as stupid as you not understanding the whole thing of redemption. Sure, it's never been done before, but once it's there, it's kind of in your face. And Pentious deserved it. Sacrificed everything for the girl he loved in order to fix all the crimes that he had previously in his life. And it's not really necessarily a crime. It's just that his guilt racked him to the point that he had to go to hell. He couldn't forgive himself. And then once he did what he needed to do for those he cared about, the guilt was washed away. It's just that simple.
But then he attempts a murder himself and he wins a ticket to heaven? Bullshit!
You acted selfless. You cared more for the lives of others than your own, and made the ultimate sacrifice. You were able to atone.
This does open a very interesting door, though. As long as you don't feel guilt or remorse about what you did, it feels like, based upon this interpretation, that you're just going to heaven. That it is a free ticket, which is exactly probably why Adam was there. Because, boy, did he believe he did nothing wrong. And while Lute has a point that murder is somehow the way that he was going, well, attempted murder is the way he was going to fix his lack of fixing other murders that happened in his life, it was self-defense. You literally said, hey, I'm going to show up at your hotel and eliminate everyone you love. He acted and tried to save everybody. It is self-defense, undeniably, implausibly. Even the biggest Adam fan would be like, yeah, he's kind of out of line for this one. So, yeah, here we are, Pentious and the speaker, fixing everyone's minds except for Lute, who seems to be some kind of mourning right now for Adam, because I think maybe she was in love with him. But we'll find out. I heard that there's a banger of a song in this episode, but will I be able to play it? That's the real question.
Heaven welcomes you, Pendleton.
Oh, I don't use that name anymore. You can call me Sir Pentious, Your Highness.
Oh, I get it now. That is so clever. Like a serpent. Adorable.
Abel, I'm not really sure whether I'm going to like you or hate you by the end of this season, because you're just writing the line of just like good and bad, and like you're a spawn of Adam, but also there's a bit of Eve in you. Like, things are in a weird spot. But again, spelling out the joke kind of ruins the joke. He was Sir Pentious. If you didn't get serpent from it, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, and it seems like spelling out a joke just hurts more, which is kind of what I'm doing now. Back to the content.
It's only a matter of time. Adam knew it, and now he's dead. As head of Heaven's exorcist army,
As what?
Yeah, I feel like that's something they didn't run by the big man upstairs. Be like, kind of, hey, we have an exorcist army. Anyway, nice tea. Love you. Bye. Kisses. Mwah. Kind of a big one to drop on the big man upstairs, but also, again, assuming that this follows anything that is in any of the text, again, super loose interpretation. I know, and I'll get out of doing that as soon as possible. He should be omniscient, so he probably already knows about this, and he knew Adam was going to do this, and he knew Adam was going to do this for the selfish reason of he has a bone to pick with not only Lilith, but Lucifer. It was rarely about doing anything else of stopping an uprising. He just enjoyed it for kicks and giggles, and the fact he was able to enact his own vengeance through his own issues was just a sweet, sweet bonus on top.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think I'm actually the new head of the Exorcists. Sorry.
What? Abel is Adam's son. Plus, we felt he'd handled this situation more fairly.
But I was his right hand.
Yeesh, that's gotta sting.
Shut up, Peter. You're just a glorified mascot.
At least I wasn't just demoted. Oh, get dunked on!
I mean, I'm kind of with Peter on this one. You just got owned by Abel, but who knew that heaven would be like, we're going to follow the family tree. We're going to do the whole patriarchy thing. This is exactly how it's supposed to be. From father to son, to son, to son, to son, so on and so forth, as long as you have descendants who are eventually going to be out here with an exorcist army, like, because you know how that goes. But Peter dunked on Lute. Lute probably deserved it. But again, she would have led the exorcist army right back through the portal, and we would be right back where we started. Not good.
This Sir Pentious is here now, and so he is a soul in our care. Emily, please take him. Tend to him. Abel, stand by, please, for what our next action will be regarding your father's death.
Yepperoni.
Hearing that voice in that mask is so weird. I just don't know if I'm going to come around on it. But again, I'm one of those people who's super against change of any kind, even if it's just like a normal day routine. Hate doing it, but it's an absolute necessity in life. Abel Wearing Adam's mask. Big shoes to fill, but I don't get the same evil vibe, but it could just be buried underneath the nice frontal exterior that he's putting off for everybody. So there's that. But again, this has been a month. It took them a month in heaven to get to this point. Business is slow up there.
Please, Seraphim. I already spoke to Lilith.
Lilith?
Yes! Please, I told her to go down and stop her bitch daughter.
You had no authority.
I...
You are no longer in charge, and you will remain the lieutenant. The decisions are mine and mine alone to make. Call off any of your plans and report to Abel, or it will be seen as treason.
Why is Sarah so against Lilith? Like, even her name being mentioned just bristled up a lot of anger in her. Like, is there a backhanded or underhanded deal that's been done that explains why Lilith has been the most inactive character that the fandom is crazed about? I don't get your guys' obsession. I do not, 1000% do not understand the hype pertaining to her at all. If season 3 doesn't like change that, boy, I can't wait to say I was right, but boy, I could be wrong by the time we get there. But it needs to be put in her place, and we need to stop everything involving Lilith because it's too soon to have her appear. Like, I can't imagine her being a season 2 character. Is this all this chick does? Like, just drink tea and ignore phone calls? Like, is this all she's good for? Like, at all? Getting really tired of this shtick.
Tell me everything about yourself.
Do you like sugar? We have a lot of sugar here.
And it seems like you need to lay off that sugar, Emily. Love you and your character, because to me you're like the light version of Charlie. Like, you get the happy insanity on a quieter, more sane level. Or maybe it's just I've seen less of her because of the way all the writing's been. But at the same time, like, hey, just maybe a little less sugar as I continue to down energy drinks. So mind your business.
I really just want to see my friends. I want to know that they're okay.
Oh, they are fine. I hope. But don't worry about it.
Can I see them?
Well, no.
Look, hearing I'm special and I'm unique while being told no doesn't really help. Like, it softens the blow, so to speak. But at the end of the day, if I'm not getting what I want, which is just really, it seems like a simple ask, like a window or a portal, a mirror, something, seemed like pretty easy to do because Adam was doing it, every 6 months to a year to go destroy me and my people just so I can see my friends and make sure that my sacrifice was not in vain. Does not seem like a big ask.
I forgot to mention, you're not able to leave.
I'm trapped in heaven. The Penchas story. Isn't that just fantastic? Like, the vibes of the song are immaculate, and Penchas is absolutely killing it vocally. But our boy is still suffering it. In heaven. Who knew he'd be the first to be doing that? He took his suffering next level.
No one here is like you.
Maybe that didn't help, actually.
Okay, we had the first attempted removal of myself via heaven. Penchas, you're setting records in a way in which you probably shouldn't. Poor guy. He's really going through a lot. But also, is Abel the lead singer of Fall Out Boy? Like, throughout the song, you kept getting hints of it, and it feels very, very reminiscent of, like, the mid-2000s. I haven't IMDb'd it yet, but by the end of the episode, I will have that out there.
You can earn their salvation and find their forgiveness on high.
Boy, was there zero pause between songs. And you'll be like, wow, we didn't see any of that song. Well, Sarah belted her absolute lungs out, and it was fantastic. The good vibes really ended from Emily's song, which was all just vibes. I don't really like those kinds of songs where it's just only vibes and everything else was. It was genuinely just a happy song over really depressing lyrics. Everything involving Sarah is just going to be her trying to find and struggle for her own way. But again, that still implies that angels can sin, which is confusing in a way. It's like I feel like if you get to heaven, like you're good to go. But again, we saw Adam, so who really knows? At the end of the day, those are some back-to-back songs that they've really just slammed in there. It seems like we're going from 2 songs in episode to 3. Deep psychological breakdown for Lute. Who would have seen it coming? The angels that were killing everybody we're now supposed to care about. Yeah, I'm a pass.
Do they know that I, died?
They don't care.
Well, that's some real bullshit.
I know.
Well, yes.
It's up to you then.
I've heard of deep psychological breakdowns, but bringing back a soul that got destroyed in hell, even though it was originally from heaven, is next level psychological breakdown. But hey, we'll have a dual personality for Lute, and that'll actually make her stomachable, or maybe even interesting. Who's to say?
Abel, as head of the army.
Oh, well, see, I don't much like confrontations, so I don't love the idea of going down there for revenge or anything.
So he's got PTSD from Cain. That checks out, because Cain was, forced to wander Earth for all of eternity because of removing the first familiar blood possible. So good for him. PTSD here, so he's going to avoid confrontation, but will he snap at some point and be okay with it as long as he's on the winning side? Time will tell.
Sugar, what are you doing? Wow, you're really talented.
That's about the closest I've come to my little egg boys. They all perished in the Zeppelin. Why aren't they here?
Did they all perish? We just saw last episode that one was alive. But again, how would you actually know where all your egg boys are? No offense to Pentious, and I do love him dearly, you know that. He doesn't seem to be the best at keeping track of what happens to his egg boys. Because, they literally told him, hey, angels can't be killed, and he sat on that for 5 episodes, I want to say. It was a good long while. So, here we are.
Since you can't see your friends.
I love them! I'll tolerate them!
Yeah, when you have too much of a good thing, at a certain point, it goes from love to tolerate. You're just kind of in this weird position where you've, finally gotten what you wanted, but it's not really what you wanted. It was more of the chase to get the thing, and now that you have it, you're like, ugh. Great. Now I gotta make something with this, and I did like the old egg boys better. These may be shiny, and I do love me something shiny. But it's not the same.
Sorry to interrupt your freaky in the dark time. I was hoping to maybe get one of my dad's old guitars, to remember him by.
You had a month to get Adam's effects. 1 month. What did you do with that time? Did no one do anything for an entire month because the plot demanded it? Because it looks like this room has been thoroughly destroyed and easily lootable. Lootable. Sorry. For a long period of time. And you just didn't get one of the guitars till now? Alright, but again, I'm not shocked at all that Adam literally put Dickmaster on his whole entrance to his room. Checks out entirely.
I never got to tell you that.
You think I didn't already know?
Did you?
No fucking idea. If you don't know, I don't know, babe. Adam.
Even as a subconscious entity of Lute's imagination as she's having a psychological breakdown, you are still a dick. That is fantastic. If you don't know, I don't know, babe. Just, whew. Lute. At this point, that's got to be considered some type of self-harm. That's crazy. I'm probably not going to be able to play a single iota of that song because it's going to get copyright to hell. However, that song freaking banged all the way through. Is Lute going to be our first angel that falls into heaven, aside from Lucifer? Because she is on that path. She is standing directly in opposition of hell, and unless Abel switches teams, which again, Fence Rider, he could probably be bullied into it, this could be our second time. First time on the show, though, that we have a full swap for swap, Penchus for Lute. Not that anyone would want Lute in hell, because she would immediately attempt to become an overlord. Immediately. In order to try and kill Charlie, and well, no offense to Lute. I got Charlie in that one by a landslide.
Well, anyway.
Oh my! This is a little creepy.
It's the thought that counts. Emily is the only one trying to make things right. And that is what we have to give huge points for. And sure, having painted on pictures of your friends on the wall it's creepy. I don't know another way of saying it. But if that's the closest I can get to them, because heaven seems to be denying me the one thing I actually want, which makes it kind of seem the opposite of paradise, I'll take it.
That heaven will be closed off from any other realms. Incoming souls will be put through security protocols, but nobody gets in or out
without expressed permission.
Can you imagine, though, like being on Earth and like passing away and you were a good soul or you did whatever was required? It's all a lot of interpretation there, so I'm not really going to jump into that one head first. But imagine doing what you needed to do to get into heaven, and then heaven's on lockdown and you're just kind of ignored, or worse yet, just sent to hell because they're like, you weren't on the express list. You didn't pay for the fast pass. It's Disneyland, but all the rides are broken and everything's over expensive. Oh, wait, that's literally our world entirely. But yeah, this would be a terrible time to pass away on Earth. Hell, about to have an uprising. Heaven, we're going on a lockdown and not letting people in. You're just gonna go to purgatory, I guess.
Do you think Charlie should know?
Oh my gosh, Charlie! I should tell Charlie about you and this and everything. Be right back.
Okay, so these two events are happening at the exact same time. Where episode 1 finished is where episode 2 finished. We're going in a parallel time frame directly together. So this is just one symbiotic thing. She's going to pop through, give her the news, but again, now we have to pick up episode 3 not knowing what the next step's going to be because, well, heaven's in lockdown, hell's in shock, and Charlie's still in the middle of a panic attack, which is rightfully so, even though she's right. But still, who's going to believe you? It's hell. I definitely get why Penchus is crying. Literally, you just took a portal to hell right in front of my face to go talk to my friends who I've been asking about for the last entirety of the episode. And I know Emily didn't mean this because she's not that kind of a person. But again, this feels like a direct jab at me. And now I have to make do with these weird golden eggs. Penchus is the unhappiest person in heaven, as he should be. And that is Season 2, Episode 2, Storyteller for Has Been Hotel. Fantastic episode. Gravity absolutely banged. The other two songs I didn't really care much for. They are good. It's just not my genre. Gravity is entirely up my alley. Anything with heavy rock or any type of metal, I'm immediately sold on. I don't know how to explain that one. But as always, if you guys enjoyed the episode, there was a lot to break down in this one. By all means, consider hitting that like button and, hey, maybe even subscribe. Amazon's been going after these videos like crazy, so I'm having to get a bit creative with the editing process, but I hope you guys still enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time for more Has Been Hotel. Trying to get these out to you guys every 2 days, so you have stuff to always look at on the channel. I've been the Sarcastic Geek. I'll see you next time.